Hey yo, not Scott here. We all know Scott, right? We know him and his music. If you don't, why are you here? Like, why? You saw the Scott's gonna be in the description. I'm gonna put also the music in the description that I use in this video. And that's gonna be there for you. Well, for all of you. Especially the ones that don't know. Go watch all of his videos right now, all 200 of them. Right now. I'm looking at you. You best do it. Then come back to this video and like and subscribe, of course. So yeah, you know Scott, and you saw the title, and we're gonna get started. You know what I'm doing, ranking them. Let's do it. I've heard this song at least 200 times. That's more than the 2 fingers I'm holding up right now, you know? And it's just still so good to me, you know? Still so good. You know, I know, you know. There's just something like really good about that last joke. This is what the hand signal I use for that joke, of course. The last joke, it's usually funny, all the time funny, never the time funny, some of the time funny. You're gonna hear that joke, and then the blue screen's going down. Ba, ba, da, ba. You know, it's just iconic. It's what I think of whenever I think of Scott the Wasp, right? Like, that's gonna pop up. The stupid thumbnails he does, that's gonna pop up too sometimes. But mostly the blue screen, I think it's because of that music. I'm calling it now. Episode 300. It's gonna be about this song. It's gonna be about it. I'm calling it out. Calling it out right now. Either that or his glasses. I'm not sure yet. But you know, just for being an iconic staple to the channel, gotta put an S tier. Gotta. The Bible game song. It's the first time I ever hear Scott embrace his true passion, Christian music. Also music in general. See, despite it being the first, it's an earworm. I think the song's nice. Has a good amount of jokes. Fun song, all in all. Here's a nice cameo appearance by our friend Terry Lessler. At least I think it's Terry. It's really hard to tell when all Scott's friends are white guys with brown hair. Hope he's okay though. When this video came out, it's actually when I first found Scott. I remember really liking this song. I was hoping that he incorporated more music into his work. I'm not sure if he has yet, but I'll tell you when he does. So, a sin or not, it won't be wrong to give this song 2 out of 10. You know, because it's a classic. You know what? I'm gonna put it right up there, right up to the greatest S tier. Fight me. Who would have thought that a sports game would make for such a good opening song? Not me. I never even touched a Madden game before. But you know, hearing this song, it makes you just want to go out and tackle the next person I see. That's right, I'll do it. I don't know what else to sing. The song's just really... Yo, you want... S tier. Okay, you don't want to hear me talk about the man listing off shovelware games. At least I hope you don't. I'm gonna do something else that I think you're gonna find a lot better. I'm gonna be doing some math. So you know when the copies of Skylanders Scott made into a maze? I do, and I was really curious, how much did it actually cost him to do that? I have it right here, but let me show my work first, because I'm a mathematician, okay? Not a fool, a jokester. I'm not funny. So I actually counted the amount on there. You could probably find different results, because I know you're going to try to do this too. Maybe it'll be different, but I found 2,376 different copies of Skylanders. But there's more to that story, of course. There's actually 2 different kinds of Skylanders on that stack. Skylanders Imaginators and Skylanders Racing. So the Imaginators cost $4.99, and the one with Bowser cost $2.99. Excuse me. That's going, and let me do some fun calculations here. Okay, I found found a total of $10,272.24. That's a lot of money for Skylanders, of course. It's a lot more than I'm gonna need of Skylanders. But there's more, I would say, because you can look at that. That's not a maze. That's a wall. It's gonna be a lot more Skylanders than to make a maze, right? Unless it's gonna be a garbage maze. So we're gonna compare this to the size of a real core maze. I'm gonna compare it to a small one, of course, because can't do the whole thing. A small core maze. A quick Bing search, because I'm too poor for Google, shows me that the smallest corn maze is 3 acres. 3 acres wide. The usual one is like 10 to 15. So 3 acres. That's nothing. And that one small 3-acre thing was made from 250,000 corn seeds. It's a bit, I would say. It's a bit. Because I'm an idiot, I compared those corn seeds to the copies of Skylanders. I'm a mathematician. Whoa. I'm smart and intelligent, and you can't even fight me. Can't even challenge me. So we're going to do those fun calculations because now there's 250,000 copies of Skylanders in this maze. We're going to do some calculations here. And it came out to $1,080,833.33. That's a lot of money. That is $1 million Scott spent on copies of Skylanders instead of paying his taxes. And that's an hour and a half of my life I spent instead of doing anything productive. S tier. It's not Flint's Mass Rice or Burnout Crash, not Mario Party 6 or Ultra Smash, needed no flop space or Wii Fit Plus or Family Feud on SNES. With the games I played, whether good or bad, have tropes and kind of my favorite dude dads. Maybe rushed or played more flop, but they RPGs. Oh, thank God. Are my tastes just bad? Am I the one to blame? Or is it RPGs that are dumb and lame? The first song in the Scott the Wasp musical. I actually don't have a lot to say about this one. That was really good. No jokes. I'm not funny. I'm not a funny man. Never claimed to be. There's gonna be one thing I gotta say though. If you look back at the Bible game song, and you go to this song, it actually sounds like 2 different people. I don't know if you can see it, but they're the same voice, the same person. But there's just something about these two that it just doesn't feel the same, you know? I think Scott's actually really improved in the singing, surprisingly.
Finally, they made a game for me, fan service for Christianity. Regardless of faith, you gotta admit this game right here is pretty sick. It's a crowd pleaser, it's a convert. This world doesn't get my passion. They all think we play motions a sin. But it's their loss, for they got no spare time to waste. This is something I know we should all embrace.
And yeah, that's all I gotta say, really. Let me look at my script real quick. No, I have nothing else to say. So I'll just give it an S tier and, be on my way. See, if a grunge rock fan ever comes up to you and says, "Are you a fan?" Just tell them, you ever watched a Blue Border video? I didn't think so. Closing is actually my favorite song from Scott, which is weird considering I'm not really a fan of the genre. I've listened to a Weird Al parody of a Nirvana song, and isn't Pearl Jam that Stan from JoJo? I think everything in the song just works. You got that cool stop motion background, that strong guitar work, the wild transitions. It really puts you into the mind of a Nintendo fan. Personally, I don't want my biases to get in the way of this list, so I'm going to judge it very fairly, very reasonably. I think I would have to put this in maybe like an S tier. Like, I'm not sure if I'm biased or anything, but yeah, just to make sure, just to keep it fair. Alright, before we talk about this song, I'm sorry I have to do this, but we gotta do some more math again. Okay, so you see this Spaceship Man out of Wii games. Is that possible? Is that right? Well, I mean, if you look over here, you got all these numbers. He even wrote them on paper. All right, it's gotta be. But for now, I think you shouldn't try this at home. Just leave it to the professional virgins. All right, math done, out of the way. I think the song was pretty good. If Scott ever like became an army recruiter, raise my hand. I'm up. Take me right now. All right, take me in. So yeah, pretty good song, S tier. Okay, this song, does it get a spot? Of course it gets a spot. Easy S tier. Let me back down, but easy S tier. Let's look at the song. So it has one verse. Means it's number 1. Okay, now we can say S tier. Okay, so this includes all the remixes, like background music, like anything that I just didn't talk about in this video that's like in Scott. It's in here. It's in this little list right here. All right. I'm not really sure where I would put these songs. On one hand, they're really catchy. They got full teams working on them. They're super integral to Scott's videos. On the other hand, they don't have a nerd singing them. See where my problem lies. I'm gonna have to be extremely judgmental here. Looking at all the facts, I'm gonna have to put this on a S tier. Okay, so that was the list. I hope you liked it. I mean, I try to be as fair, unbiased as possible. Maybe a few times I had to really let myself out, but I try to keep that to a minimum just so everybody can, just agree with it. I think that's about it. I don't really have a lot else to say. Keep doing what you're doing, Scott. If you're watching this, why are you doing that? Okay, keep going on. You really can't because the video's over, but what else? All right, well, goodbye.